Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Daemonum, that shining beacon of light in the heart of the underworld and city to free demons. And welcome to another episode of the stream. Good evening. So, it's been, once again, a little while since I've dived into Guild Wars 2, and I know that I'm presently running through the second season of The Living World. And from where we last left off, yeah. Hi, Mandy, welcome on in. Hopefully we find you well. Where we last left off, our hero found the machine that apparently tore Scarlet Briar away from the embrace of the Pale Tree. And as a direct result of that, well, something else found her and started talking to her. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion I know who that someone is, only because I've played the expansion, so I kind of know who the next big bad is. It just kind of makes sense that it's likely to be that Morgermoth was the new voice that found Scarlet Briar after she was taken from the embrace of the Pale Tree. Well, as it turns out, we found the machine that did that, and Taimi, in her infinite childlike joy and wonder, dives right into this machine, only for her golem to be caught in the feedback loop. As a last-ditch effort to assist and make sure that Taimi is okay, we dive into the machine to pull her out, only to get caught in kind. The great alchemy is revealed before us, and we learn, well, some pretty messed up stuff, to be quite blunt. As it turns out, we're destined for something a lot greater than we originally thought. Or at least that's what it looks like. Well, suffice to say, the events of the Heart of Thorns expansion are definitely another step in the story. There's certainly a big event that occurs. We definitely watch a lot change around us as we go through that expansion, including the death of Erstig Alkin, and what basically turns into the formation of a new group of heroes, a new guild of sorts that, well, has it upon themselves to make sure that the world survives whatever may be coming next. And don't be surprised. There's still more coming yet. We know that much even after beating Morgermoth. We saw for a fact that Morgermoth was not the last thing that we were going to be facing off against. And as a matter of fact, there may even be echoes out there of the Grand Dragon Kralkatorrik, which, for those of you playing the home game, realize that that is the dragon that the original group of heroes, including Logan, Ritlock, Zoja, Kaith, that's the original dragon that they were trying to take on and failed to defeat. He's still out there somewhere. He's still biding his time, and chances are we're going to have to face off against him. And that's definitely a terrifying thought, all things considered. Still, the world itself waits for no person, so I'm going to get us over to the game proper, and we're going to see what happens this evening. As a matter of fact, making sure that everything looks to be working as intended. I have also been working a little bit on mastery ranks. In my downtime, I have another character going through the Heart of Thorns expansion to get some of the nice stuff that's there. And I figured this was a nice little backdrop to start our evening on, is, you know, the machine that's showing the great alchemy. Just because I'm here. Our next order of business is actually to go and discuss with the Pale Tree just what's happening. So yes, this does lead us into this does lead us pretty handily right into the Heart of Thorns expansion. So, you know, that's the thing to look forward to. Actually, I wonder. Oh, a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper. Let's find out, shall we? also have to remember I'm not playing my Elementalist anymore. The downside to playing multiple tunes is that you kind of forget that you're playing one or over the other. The sketch, probably drawn by Scarlet, is of some stone circles with rays of magic shooting through them. The notations imply her suspicion that this occurs naturally in certain places throughout Tyria. Yeah, you find them a lot in the jungle. In Maguma Jungle, you find that happening a fair bit, actually. Which suggests that the ley energy is, well... yeah. Oh, hey. Leyline Hub. I didn't know this was back here. Have I done this? No, I haven't done this. That's a hero point. At least that should be one hero point. Was it one hero point? Yes, it was one. I think the only ones that are worth 10 are on maps that are actually part of expansions. I know the ones in Heart of Thorns are worth 10 apiece because they're really challenging. They are fights that you cannot solo. Still have to make my way to the Pale Tree, which... I mean, strictly speaking, I'm not that far away from. Dry Top is not that far from Caledon Forest. But I also can't see shit. So I'm in the middle of a sandstorm. Hey, I lost a coin. I will take that. I still don't know what those, like, bodies of light are about. Still have yet to learn that. Ooh, scribble. Buried locked chests. I will take that. Look, it's treasure. Don't judge me. Oh, there's another coin. Gimme. Did I grab it? I think I did. Looks like I did. I'm slightly stuck. I mean, really though. Instead of messing around and mucking about, I could, in fact, just Dry Top, Metrica Province, because connected to Metrica Province is Caledon Forest. And when you head south to Caledon Forest, you get to the Grove, which is where the Sylvari live. There's also where the Pale Tree lives. Come to think of it, there's only like a couple of things left that I want to do in the Heart of Thorns expansion masteries. I want to get Nuhawk language so I can actually talk to all of the vendors in the Heart of Thorns area. But otherwise, I've gotten everything else I need. Like, I've mastered gliding and I've gotten poison resistance. So, you know, I might actually be better off than I was thinking about that. And then, you know, my future revisit stuff may be other things like the Living World expansions so that I can get some of the achievements there. Mastery points are kind of difficult to come by in the base game without going into fractals, which is something that I should do eventually. But I'm also interested in doing the storyline stuff, so... We'll wait here, so you can talk to the Pale Tree in private. Oh, and Marjorie sends her regards, by the way. So you saw her? Yes, she's okay. I missed the funeral, but I got to spend a little time with her. She'll be back with us soon. Glad to hear that. Hey, I heard from Taimi. She's gone back to Radasum. Apparently she has schooling to catch up on, the little vagabond. I'm glad. She'd be safer there. Thanks for coming. Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for the world. We don't have talking trees where I come from. I'll let you know what she says. Hi, how are you feeling? Any residual gunk left over from OMAD's device after OMAD's device got its sparks in you? Nothing physical. Just worried about the Morgemoth situation. Me too. Here's hoping this being can help us. If she's as powerful and wise as you say, then your discussion with her will be interesting. Very true. Warden Locken. Hi.
Hello, Casimir. I've been hearing a lot about you. You're the one who unveiled the Nightmare Tower, aren't you?
That was a team effort. I wouldn't have made it out alive without my friends. Especially this one here.
Greetings.
Hello. I heard you fought Zaitan beside Kaith. It's an honor to meet you.
Of course.
Our beloved mother is ready to see you. If you would follow me.
Follow Warden Locken to the Pale Tree. But what if he'd walk past her? The Avatar of the Pale Tree.
What a delight to see you.
Please, allow me to present your guest, Destroyer of Zaitan and Commander of the Pact.
I am eager to hear what it is you wish to discuss.
Speak with the Pale Tree about Morgemoth. I know you. You were here with Trahearne, and you accompanied him on his mission of the Pact's future. Sykes Millig. It's good to see you looking so well. And you, lovely as always. Kaith has spoken your name to me in her tales of Zaitan's demise. You run with Destiny's Edge. I did, for a while. Now I lead a new group. Yes, so it is said. I suspect you will do even greater deeds with them. But tell me, what brings you here seeking my counsel? Two things. First, I had a vision. You figured prominently in it. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. What was it about? Where did you have this vision? In an Asuran device Scarlet used to see the eternal alchemy. I saw it too. What dangers have you been toying with? Such things were not meant to be seen. They will crack your mind. I didn't understand much of the vision, but you were at the center. This was a device that Kira used. Then it must have maintained some of her touch upon it. But I do not know what it could mean. Only you can know that. Maybe, in time. What about Morgemoth? You know it's been active.
It is true. The Elder Dragon Morgemoth has reached full awareness.
No.
I've known since the moment we heard the roar. Loken, would you kindly
Loken.
find Niam and ask her to come to speak with me?
Of course. I'll return with her as quickly as I can.
I remember that name. Niam.
I had to send him away. What we have to discuss is too serious. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Tell me, what do you know about Morgemoth?
Speak privately with the Pale Tree. Please, Sykes Millig. Tell me all you know about Morgemoth's activities. I've been waiting to see how it would make its move while reinforcing our security here in the Grove. It's been killing people. It attacked Forts Salma and Concordia. And its minions. They've spread far? We've encountered them far to the east and west, as close as Brisbane Wildlands. Soon. And so close. This does not bode well. Please, continue. Salma and Concordia were destroyed by its giant thorn vines. It's troubling news. There's more. The minions are attracted to waypoints. They destroy them. I understand. The situation is dire. If the Elder Dragon's reach is that great, the entirety of Tyria is at risk. What do you recommend we do? We need to inform the world's leaders and get them to join ranks. I see. A summit, then. I could host such a gathering if you can convince them to come. Who do you plan to invite? Queen Jenna, of course, and a leader from each of the other races. I'll leave it in your hands, then, while I prepare here. You did the right thing, bringing this to me. I am happy to help. My friends and I will do whatever we must to get them all here.
That seemed to go well. She agreed to play hostess. What do we do now?
Well, good question. What's the plan? Get the world's leaders here. With her name on the summit, they might just come. But who? How? We split up. Get to whomever you can, the highest ranking in your home city. So, we're going to get someone from Divinity's Reach. The Queen? And Rox is going back to the Black Citadel. And Bram will go to Holbrook. I'll help you all. We can do it together. That's a comfort. Thanks. All right. We can do this. Yes, we can.
I won't get an audience with the Queen, but I can speak with Countess Anise.
Nervous?
Oh.
I know you've had issues with your people.
No, I'm fine. I just haven't had to speak with Countess Anise or the Queen for a while. Not since my father.
I suppose I'll have to
Right.
toughen up and talk to Tribune Brimstone. I won't get anywhere near Smoder.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll have to return to Holbrook. Last time I saw Whitebear, my mother was there.
We can
Yeah.
do this. It's important. And afterward, we'll meet up again.
Not every battle is fun, I suppose.
God, every time he
Before I
talks
head to
about his
Holbrook,
mom, I
I
get
should find
shivers
time.
because I know what's
Shinra
coming.
soon. Maybe she can talk to Zojia about getting an Asuran leader at the summit.
But in their mind, she's just a student. No one there pays much attention to her.
I know, but she's got Zojia's ear. It's worth a shot.
Zojia would be a
If
good
she
shot.
fails, we'll send in the boss to convince Zojia. They're friends.
To a degree.
Well, we have everything covered. Send word to each other when things are squared away, yes?
Deal. Guess all we have to hope for is that everyone agrees to show up.
Once we get them in one place, we can worry about convincing them to join forces.
The world coming together in support of a single cause? Yeah, that'll happen.
For
Eh.
Oh, Rox.
Rocks.
Please.
Ew. You've received a note from Timey titled Morgemoth's Reach. Read the note. Hello! The Asuran News updates are saying that the vines matching the recent attacks at Fort Concordia and Fort Salma have appeared in the Iron Marches. If this proves true, Morgemoth's Reach may be even greater than any have anticipated. I surmise that it's in our best interest for you to investigate these reports. Timey. I'd better let the others know about this. Is that letter from Marjorie? No, sorry, from Timey. They spotted Mordrum in the Iron Marches. Iron Marches. Sorry to butt in, but did she mention the Black Citadel? Have they been hit? She didn't say more than that, but I'm going to investigate. It's a good idea. The more information we have, the better. I'll head to Divinity's Reach and request an audience with Countess Anise. Good luck. Meet me at the Leyline Hub after you speak with the Countess. I'll come as soon as I know something. Great. Thanks, Casimir. And even more stuff. Investigate the Mordrum presence in Iron Marches. Iron March? That's far, far east.
I'm willing to
That's
go,
Ascalon.
just not during the day.
Or
I look a most
Old
excellent-
Ascalon, I guess?
Nice gear.
Look,
Strong
I'll
in the
take
dark,
that.
and you know it. We're both of the same
Plus
age.
95% my magic fight is getting kind of up there. So if we're going Iron Marches, then I do want to go to the Black Citadel. That's... God. That's terrifying to think about. Like, once I have the ability to, hold on, I'll open the world map and I'll illustrate why that's scary. Because, seriously.
And blam! Here
So, just for the sake of, just for the sake of illustration, Mordremoth is here. More accurately, he's down here. In the, well, basically to the west of the Tarnished Coast. That green starburst on the upper right-hand side of the screen that you might be able to see from here, that's where I'm going. That's where they're saying that the Mordrum are active. That is literally across the continent. That shows just the sheer power of Elder Dragons in this game. That is terrifying. In a world where intercontinental ballistic missiles don't exactly exist, if you see something that far-reaching, that's terrifying. Not to say nothing of the fact that one of the missions actually had us here in Timberline Falls, here at Fort Concordia. And then Fort Salma is, if I recall correctly, is that in Gandharan or is that in Kessex? It's in Kessex, Fort Salma. So originally we have Mordramoth sitting here in Dragon's Stand, or really, actually, all the way over here in Dragon's Stand. He made it to Kessex Hills, took out Fort Salma. He made it to Timberline Falls, took out Fort Concordia. And now he's all the way over here in the Iron Marches near Monger's Sink. There's not much further that he has to go before he's literally just conquered the continent as far as distance goes. To say nothing of the fact that, who knows, he might be having an effect in Ilona. And yeah, that's why this is terrifying. Because that's a huge amount of influence. And it just makes me wonder, how are they going to up the ante from here on out? Because, I mean, I've done Heart of Thorns. I've beaten the crap out of Mordramoth. And I still have yet to see what happens as a consequence of that, because I came back to visit these to get more background as to what was going on. And I'm glad I did, because now, holy crap, I've realized, you know, just how we got where we were in that expansion. And now to Chocobo on our way to the Black Marches. Hey sis, welcome on in. Hope the evening finds you well. I was just going over a play-by-play about why the big bad of the upcoming expansion is just so terrifying. The condensed version is that the big bad guy is like all the way to the west-hand side of this continent. And I am presently all the way over here on the east side of the continent, where they're saying, hey, his influence has been seen here. So this thing has a hell of a reach. And it just further exemplifies that the people in all these areas are in mortal danger. Oh, yeah, it is a large map. Hold on, let me zoom out. Because, yeah, just for the quick rundown. Mordramoth is in this blue circle in the lower left-hand corner. It's probably not showing my mouse on the map, ultimately. But, this blue circle is where Mordramoth is. He showed up in Kessex Hills at Fort Salma. Right here. Then he showed up in Timberline Falls at Fort Concordia. Now he's here. And this is just the main area for the main game and the first expansion. If I remember correctly, the second expansion brings us here, and the third expansion, I think, throws us all around the world. This map is, in fact, quite large, and there's a whole bunch of places that I can go in the future. Like, as far as storyline goes, I am in this section, the Living World Season 2. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like 5 giant chunks of storyline left for me to go through in this game. And they're still expanding, slowly but surely. There is a lot that can be done in this game. I need to go south in order to go north properly, I think. which is a weird statement until you remember that this is... yeah. This is this place. This is outside the Black Citadel. And to think, there's a time when people are setting out an adventure in this area for the first time.
Big feet, big fist, better to smash and dash.
That was... I know that voice. I know that voice and I kind of wish I hadn't, but, you know. I'm pretty sure that was the voice of Sam Riegel. Which also makes a lot of sense. He would be the type to want to read lines like that. He's a goofball. I do find it kind of amusing, though, that they have you run through a whole bunch of beginner areas after so much time away from them, considering you beat the main game. Because, yeah, this is actually a beginner level area. This is where, like, newly made characters run around to adventure. The Iron Marches is an intermediate area, as were Timberline and Kessex. So it kind of turns into this world tour guy, like this world tour of, hey, remember when you were in this area? Yeah, it's still dangerous. Who knew? Hold on.
Take your stupid ass. Whack that.
I don't want the egg, I want your life. You deserve that. Onwards. And there is our target.
Train to devour.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Sabinus Rainfire.
Taken care of.
You don't want to go out there. Vicious plants are sprouting up everywhere. We're doing our best to hold them off, but it's not enough. I'm here to help. Great, we need it. Find the soldiers tasked with exterminating these things and help them where possible. And do. I just spoke with Alias Renblood, and she's in deep. Start there. Once you overcome the creatures in her area, and I know you will, she'll direct you to the next soldier that needs backup. I'm on my way.
At ease.
Quit your gawking. These vines will be back before you know it, and you best be prepared. I'm ready. Oh, I'm just gonna grab a flamethrower, because I can.
That seems good.
Oop. Uh-oh.
Kill rising.
Oh, big old Mordrum. Forgot that's an area of heal. Huh. This is a slight problem, having to try to solo this. And I can't run away either. I'm not going to be able to launch him. Well, this is me down instantly. Nearest spot, technically Monger's Sink, but I'm going to jump over here. Ooh, that's a lot of dead things. I'm going to go this way instead, though. Sorry. buddy. God. Tell you what though, having to maintain mobility while fighting this thing is
My dust.
not fun. Come on, kill the tendrils. Got some fire. Sure y'all love that. All know. Ow. Oh, that's bad.
Back me up!
Should go ahead and do that. Dang it. I was like right there with the healing too. Nope, I'm gonna die again. Hey dude, do you wanna help me out? No? Okay, fine, I guess. Charity's not everybody's shtick, I suppose. Boing. You have this. Come now. You do better than that.
Urge to kill
Destroy the
rising.
tendrils. Oh, okay. Well, that tracks. Oh my god, let me move. That is one unfortunate annoyance about this. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Eat arrow.
Eat my dust.
Yeah, tendrils again. Ow.
That feels good.
I can do this. I can do this. All it takes is being a little mobile. Oh, well, so much for being mobile.
Iron Legion, put your best
Let me
into it!
move.
Back me up!
Heal. Give me some lifesteal. Why? Because I can.
I'm bleeding.
So are they, don't worry. Yeah.
That feels good.
Oh boy.
You can't keep a good man down.
Rally. That's a dumb way to rally, but okay. Where's this other tendril? All the way over here. My dude.
Back me up!
Ow. Did you really just... Yeah, you really just... Eh. I mean, I'm not going to survive this, but, you know, at least deal some damage before he restarts. Oh, I hit him. This is meant to be a multi-person thing. The fact that I'm soloing it so well is kind of interesting.
That feels good.
Again with this. Alright, come on.
Eat my dust.
That should be one down-ish. Nope. Ow. Dang
Eat
you.
my dust.
me up!
Oh, you're not dead yet. Okay.
Still
Well,
rising.
now you are.
That feels good.
Come on. Well, that jungle tundra seems to like me in particular. Come on, come on. Let me rally. Let me rally. Thank you.
I don't have enough energy.
I can get more later. Oh, thank you.
That feels good. Eat my dust.
Trying to smack my spirit around is kind of funny. Oops. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but I'll do it.
On the double!
Actually, an insta heal would be nice right about now. Oh, he's on at 24%. Yay. Where's the tendrils? Eh? Oh, well, apparently that was enough. Okay. So I heard that thing was a Mordrum. Now I understand why everyone's scrambling for samples. Hey, British Rundflesh is collecting samples nearby. I'd get on that if I were you. Maybe they'll let me keep one. Legions need Mordrum samples to study. I don't care to take on a Mordrum champion alone. That's not going to happen. That's Flame Legion down there. Yee. Speaking of Mordrum, find you. Well, okay then. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not good. Those shouldn't be here. Silly things.
Got an assignment for me?
We need samples to study, but these vines attack anything that's not them. Coat yourself in their spores or pollen or whatever. That should mask you long enough to get what you need. Ow. You guys, like, not do that for 3 seconds? No, that's not what I need.
Urge to kill rising.
Hey, buddy. How's about you stop that? And or I nuke it from orbit. Aha. Is that what I need? It is what I need. Interesting. So that's what you're looking for. Stay sharp. Those creatures could be back any moment. Will do. You've got a talent for this. Listen. Tashiya Stormbane is having similar plant problems up north. Might be worth your while to help him out. Will do. So you kill Mordrum. They drop pollen.
That fits good.
And then I run for a vine chamber. And take a sample.
Eat my dust.
You stay right there. Ow. Ow again. Cool. Not sure. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Urge to
Ow.
kill rising.
Oh, that poor rabbit.
Got an assignment.
That's
Will
probably
this work?
enough for now.
Go ahead.
But a few more can't hurt.
There's one to remember me
Can't
by.
hurt us.
Yeah, you go ahead. Keep those. Free to a good home. Now then, next order of business. Just gonna glide this way. which might actually get me a fair distance of the way there. Surprisingly, it actually did. So our next customer is all the way up here. Ah, okay. Ow. Use you.
That feels good.
Gotta help my workers. They're wrapping those vines
My
over
workers
there.
were captured by vines.
On my
I need some
way.
help here.
Oh, that's a lot of vine. Yee. Workers devoured in 10 minutes. Oh god. Ah. Vine tendrils, man.
That feels good.
You stop that.
Eat my dust.
What? Well, okay then. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
To kill rising.
Oh, that seems not great. Oh, let me out. Ouch. That's not great. I'm not going to rally from this. I can see somebody flying along behind there. Well, nearest is the granite front. I can do this. Just to work at it bit by bit. Go away, Warg. Kind of noticed as I was fighting that there's a char in that branch right there.
Eat my dust. That feels good.
That's one of them. Really? Really, game? Really, game?
Ordnance incoming!
Jungle tendrils, man, every time. I have a very particular set of skills. That skill set involves pissing me off.
Eat my that feels good.
Get him out.
Strong.
Get him out. 5 minutes to rescue folks. Ooh.
To kill rising.
Then again, this might actually kind of go exponential.
Eat my dust.
Ish. Oh, that's Wolf. Give me that if you would, please. That's not what I want. This is what I want.
That feels good.
Damn it.
Eat my dust.
Just gotta get him out of the chambers. Whoop. What is doing that to me? That's a couple of wolves. Here, get some health back. Go away, motion wolves.
That's good.
Look at that, I did it. They're mostly dead. Oh my god. Get this thing away from me. Wow. Yep.
Back me up!
That fits good.
We are Legion!
Wow, game. At this point, I'm just about convinced they're doing that just to tick me off. It's working. Quickly killed Mordrum. Good God. Well, I've freed 6 out of 10. Got like 3 minutes before they're all dead. Let me out of here.
Eat my dust.
Bring the thunder!
Give me arrows, give me arrows, give me... Well... Give me a moment to punch myself out of this cocoon. More damage is more better.
That fits good.
Y'all. Really gonna go about doing it this way, huh? Cheap shots are cheap.
Eat my dust.
Well. Old game. Really gonna do me like that? Apparently. Oh, 7 out of 10 ain't bad, I guess. Let me go. I can't expect anybody else to just drop everything and go my way, because this is not something that people typically participate in, but...
That fits good.
Wow. That just feels like a particularly virulent middle finger.
Back me up!
Oh my god, somebody's backing me up. I'm impressed. Let me out. Oh, this got 8 out of 10. Depending on how this goes, we might actually be able to get another one before this is over. Maybe.
Time for a revolution!
Let me drop. Let me drop. Hey, 9 out of 10. Not bad. Ah, this isn't gonna work. It's gonna drop there. Well, event failed successfully. Do I have to, like, restart that now? Oh, please tell me no.
I'm listening.
You really saved our tails, Sykes Melick, but I just heard another one of these creatures is rampaging south of here. Scott Renfire can help you pinpoint the beast's location if you're up for it. Oh, no. Do I have to take on the champion? Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Still looking for samples. Appreciate all your help collecting those plant Mordrum samples. Alias mentioned you were looking for one of your own. I just sent the Legions the batch we collected, but one sample didn't make it. It's yours. Looks like a seed of some sort. Maybe you can grow it and see what happens. Mysterious seed. Sure, I'll take that for later. Now I need to find my way south. Apparently that means going through that village. Plant in a ley line infused clay pot to germinate. I see. Something tells me that's a poor idea, but okay. We need to go across water. Hey, this place looks familiar, doesn't it? It's where I was dying a bunch earlier. Oh, I'm gonna have to go and take on the champion, aren't I?
Rely on iron.
Took your time,
not
did ya?
false gods.
We managed to take out the wolf monster. Doubt it's gone for good, though. Keep your eyes peeled. Doubt I'll miss a giant green wolf. That's annoying. Do I not have the ability to take that on presently?
What do you want?
Show me where it's at and I'll take it out. Kill the veteran Mordrum wolf. Is it the one down there? Is it this one? I think it might be this one.
What'll you?
Pretty sure it's this one. Hey, Kerrigan. Ow. Welcome on in. Hope the evening finds you well. I'm down to 50. Hey, I've got backup. Good.
You can't keep a good man down.
Yeah, you can't keep a good man down if you flank him.
Barrel!
Azulio, thank you for the barrels, and thank you as well, Pepperoni. Oh, thank you.
Kill rising, eat my dust.
Welcome on in. Hope the evening finds you well. I am taking on a whole bunch of Mordrum. This is Living World Season 2, and we found out the Mordrum are way, way out there. I think that was what I needed. Yes. Inform Sabinus about the Mordrum. Why didn't I dodge? Because they pounce and immediately deal damage, dodge or no dodge. Birthday's tomorrow. Hey, happy birthday, Azulio. But yeah, as far as the storyline goes, Mordremoth's influence has gone even further east. I didn't read with the Piccolo voice. Yeah, because my throat hurts, if I'm honest. Or at least it's rough enough that I don't think I could do that voice any justice. So, eh.
No discounts.
All right, you gave them a thrashing, soldier. That should keep the area quiet for a while. Give me a report. Eradicating these things will take an army. Just how I like my vegetation. Dead. Thanks for all your help. Here's an extra plant sample Brutish Renflesh gave me. I don't need it. Thanks. Oh no. Blunt is here. Oh, goody. Hello, hello. I'm not interrupting anything important, I'm sure, right? So, Bram told me about the summit you're planning, and I talked to Zoja. She talked to the Arcane Council, and one thing led to another, and now Counselor Flunt is here in Scarlet's Leyline lab with me, breathing down my neck while I try to finish my device. He's holding his attendance at the summit over my head until he sees my device in action. You need to come distract him before I fry his circuits. Tie me. Counselor Flunt. This guy is a piece of work. Well, that's a lot of good stuff.
You can never have too much treasure.
What? What did I do? Stop. So, let's see. I did that. I need to go back to the Leyline Confluence, which is... Do your quest to stop moaning about it. Fine, if I must. Actually, I'm curious as to what's in this area. There must be something going on there. Oh wow, also, there's not a lot of waypoints near that. Huh. Well. It's a fair bit of money to spend, but I don't want to go all the way through Dry Top again. It's a moderately nice place, but also sandstorms. Not fun for visibility. A strange cube, you say? Oh, you mean like a Radanovan cube or a Radisumian cube? Yeah, what appears to be a component of a large machine of a certain design lies where it fell in the sand. I suppose that should have been evidence enough for me to be like, hey, maybe this is that one doctor dude. I don't have rift repair. I don't have a sky scale. Game, you're getting ahead of yourself by like 5 whole expansions. Stop it. I had a feeling bullets were coming from the back of my head, so I dodged at the last second there. I can learn, sort of. Which direction's that ley line moving? It's moving that way. I wonder, can I ride that ley line? I don't think I can reach that height in here. But maybe I could. And if I could, I might actually be able to ride that ley line down the path. By the way, the waypoint conundrum. That sounds about right. But yeah, as a quick reminder of the situation, Mordremoth, the Elder Dragon, is sitting here in the Dragon's Domain in the Maguma Jungle. Where we were is all the way out here in the Iron Marches at Monger's Sink. That is how far Mordremoth has reached. And he's just getting further and further every time we come in to talk about it. That's pretty terrifying. I can get pretty high up, but I can't get all the way up. Still. Ow. Hi, Timey. How's Counselor Flunt? Still in one piece?
Progeny, do not speak to your elders in such a tone.
Yeesh.
I won't have it.
Yeesh.
I thought you'd never get here. Did you stop off at the dead end for a pint and a pie or something?
Maybe. Who's asking? Keep your voice down. That old lab rat doesn't need to hear this. Got your mail. What's going on? I talked to Zoja just like Bram asked me to. She got me in to see Counselor Flunt. It was all going great until I made the mistake of mentioning my device. The waypoint recalibration device you've been working on? Exactly. I'm almost done with it, so he insisted on coming to see what I was working on. I had no choice. I had to bring him here. Are they going to come to the summit? He won't commit. He says it all hinges on whether my device works or not. Okay, let me talk to him. Oh, that's a lot of arcane councilmen.
I've forgotten more than you'll ever know.
I've surmised that you're Sykes Millig. What is your involvement in all this? I'm a friend of Timy's. We're working together on the summit. Good. I'm glad she has a hint of adult supervision. However, it's of utmost importance that the council be alerted when underage progenies make discoveries such as this cave. I understand you're here to inspect your device? That is indeed the case. I need to verify that she's in no danger. She claims to have discovered a means of lowering the frequency at which the waypoints resonate. She's working on it, yes. Golly, I'm right here. And I'm not just working on it, I'm almost done. It's gonna save the waypoints. How close are you? Well, I'd be closer if these scholarly gentlemen would stop distracting me from my work. Counselor, Timmy needs time to finish. We promise we'll show it to you then. I will wait for a short while, but I insist on expecting the device soon. And will you attend the summit? It's very important. I will attend the summit, but only after I verify that this device can protect our waypoint network from marauding vines. Otherwise, I'll have to return to my lab. You understand? Come on, Timmy. Let's get to work.
Stand back. Except my assistant. Back! Back! My brain needs some room to breathe.
The Arcane Council.
Windbag out of your shot. Good.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk. I am gonna need your help to build this thing.
I see. I'm going to explain this in terms you'll understand, okay? The device we're building changes the frequency at which a waypoint resonates, at how fast or slow it vibrates. Got it. How does that work? Good. In theory, it taps into the waypoint network, finds the waypoint we want to fix, and then a dialogue happens between my device and the waypoint. Basically, my device calms the waypoint down. Okay, I understand. What's left to complete? I need 3 very specific parts. There are tons of scrap here from the inquest. My hope is that we'll find what I need here. But it's going to take forever with blunt breathing down my neck. I'll gather the parts while you stay here and work. That'll save time. That's perfect! I'll send Scruffy with you. He has an autonomous mode now. I've been hoping to find a good chance to test it. Sounds good. What am I looking for?
Let me load up Scruffy with a few detection algorithms to help you out.
Huh. Oh, cool. I get to party with Scruffy.
Okay, part number 1. I need containment sterilization fluid. You know, that icky stuff the inquest stores specimens in? Don't worry, I'm not trapping innocent life forms. This stuff just so happens to be suitable for the liquid elements of the device. Number 2, the etheric armature from a standard power generator. I'm sure they've got one around here somewhere. It's not a lab unless there are power generators going haywire. Finally, I need a sample of leyline magic-infused rock. You can mine some, perhaps, but that'd take ages. I spotted samples earlier stored in wooden boxes toward the rear of the cavern. Much easier to just take those. Scruffy's ready to take commands. Simply interact with his input panel and select the behavior routine you want him to follow. He can detect items of interest, follow you, and defend from enemies. Scruffy can also repair damaged containment units if you happen to find any.
Containment units, you say? Read instructions. Scruffy's command panel has 4 options available, one of which brings up instructions from Timmy. Follow mode is just that, following. Don't count on Scruffy to do anything else. Defend mode disables following, but Scruffy will fight for you, protect you, and even draw enemies off of you. I've also included a handy detection scan. If you're looking for something, it might help point the way, and if there's an ambush ahead, it'll warn you. Follow mode it is. Acquire a vial of containment sterilization fluid.
Such questionable fraternization should be closely monitored.
Agreed. The Council has been too lenient with Zojja since Snap's passing. Her recent activities are especially concerning.
Entrusting a progeny with critical projects, allowing her to run around with those reckless doorbusters.
At least they keep her and her golem out of sight.
How true.
See, even nerds can be bullies. Who knew? These door busters are keeping Radisum in the air, I'll have you know. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, very, very unfortunately. Oh, well, that's interesting. Willing to bet if I walk in that circle, I get ambushed. Okay, now I'm curious. I just want to see. Yep, okay. Well, that's science performed. Wait. Oh. I see.
Eat my dust.
Huh. You know, it might actually behoove me to fight the fights, then. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I thought so.
Eat my dust.
Kind of. It varies from weapon to weapon and from class to class. So your skills are based on the weapons you use. Oh my god, let me go. I'd like to kill you quickly so I can give an example.
Incoming! Freedom must be earned, not given.
Alright, buddy. You want me up close and personal? I can be your worst fucking nightmare. You frickin' go. Alright, so. For a second. Over here in the build section, you can see that there's several different weapons that I could use. Sword main hand, sword offhand, hammer, short bow, yada yada. Each of those weapons has different skills that make up the first bar. And then over on this side, they are different skills that you can purchase over time to slot into the ability sections. And if I switch to the other spirit, for this particular class, they are based on the spirits that you slot into those spots. But others have just like entire gigantic clusters of skills that you can learn to use. And there are a couple of elites that I haven't unlocked yet that unlock a couple of other weapons that I can use. But yeah, part of the fun of the game is, you know, finding a weapon set for the class that you like to use and working with it from there. Probably one of the things that I really enjoy about the game. It's more than one way to play a class. Soren's stand. Inquest papers. Inquest reports cover the walls, but none of them describe how to disassemble a power generator. Oh god. A standard Asuran power generator. A nearby note reads, do not attempt to disassemble without employing the proper procedure. Refer to instruction pamphlets for more details. And an Asuran lift. This device does not look like a power generator. It does, however, have an activation switch. Turn it on. Ooh. That's pretty. So why would that be a thing? Well, let's have a fight. I'm actually interested in getting that achievement. Or at least attempting to.
That fits good.
Because yeah, the two weapon sets that I use for my character right now, Sykes, is short bow and mason axe. Scruffy scan, please. Interesting. Oop, well, just ran into one of those problems.
Strong.
How about this? Alright, Scruffy, scan. Aha! There's one. Time to fight. Earth elements.
Wombat in position.
We have this and these. That's one way to finish a system. Is there a... yeah. I thought so.
There's one to remember me by.
Hey, Scruffy. Oh, that's a veteran Earth Elemental. I see. Yummy. Have fun with my spirits. They tend to hurt. I bet once I come up here. Ambush. Oh wow, Conquest. Didn't expect you guys to still be here. Have arrows.
Disengage and retreat.
Really? You're running away? Come on. You get back here. Sit down.
Freedom must be earned, not given.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not letting you run. Kidding me? Inquest instructional pamphlets. 2065, I think was the one. Due to overwhelming number of generator failures and malfunctions, we posted disassembly instructions on our machines to increase our field specialists' survival rates. First, shut down the generator. Second, open an external casing. Third, disengage Etheric Field's power stone panel. Do not disturb an active field. This will result in temporal anomalies. Temporal anomalies, you say? Huh. Neat. Oh yeah, I don't have either of my mobility abilities right now. Glad I read the instructions. Turn off the generator. Open the casing. Deactivate the etheric field. Grab the armature. Check chest for ley line infused rocks. I have lost one of my achievements. It may have been when that guy got away. I'm not sure though. Scan? Huh. There's a crate over here. This would be an inconspicuous crate if not for the light shining through its cracks. Open it. Oh, that's big.
Eat my dust. There's one to remember me by.
That's a big angry thing. Hey, Scruffy. Defend me, please.
That feels good.
Thank you. Great Scrapper.
Armored up.
I did the thing. Well, I got one thing done. Activate follow mode, please. That's gotta be a scan for it. Gotta be an ambush, right? At least it would have been, probably. Yeah, Playing Phasmo? Oh god, you're gonna have fun. Yeah, I think that one fight didn't go right and it broke the achievement, unfortunately. I got Crate Scrapper though, that's nice. Open the chest. I will take one. Return with the required parts to Timey. Win Sommulism. I'll come back to that later, of course. Alright. Let's deal with these nerd bullies.
Are you done?
Oh, the hubris.
When do you expect completion?
Good lord.
There you are. Got all the parts? Let me hop onto Scruffy and make the finishing touches.
Why do I not like where this is going?
Well, Counselor Flunt, I'm sorry to report that I've completely wasted your time, and the waypoints will now all be destroyed by Mordramoth.
What?
What?
Just kidding. My patent-pending waypoint recalibration device is now complete.
Oh, you little degenerate. Turn it on.
Timey, you're the
I'm
best.
gonna need to take this to the heart of the ley line chamber. Watch your step down the ramp.
What? Trip thud. Ow.
From the center here, we can hop on whatever confluence of ley lines OMAD's Crazy Box ran on. And
Crazy
once the device
Box.
is fully active, it'll adjust the waypoint's energy configuration to be bland and uninteresting to Mordramoth.
In theory. Ooh. Huh.
It's on, and scanning the waypoint network now.
So, did it work?
Hold on, the network is fast.
Oh.
It may take a while before I know.
How long?
Best approximate estimate, a few weeks.
A few weeks? Unacceptable. Who knows how many waypoints we'll have lost by then? We need to discuss this.
Hi,
Sigh.
Casimir. Don't pay attention to Flunt. Boss is handling it.
Alright, I want to hear what Kaz has to say. If anything. Nothing yet. Okay.
What do you require?
This is unacceptable. I should have known better than to trust some underage degenerate. Ah.
Counselor Flunt, I'm sure Timey can speed up the process.
She'd better. I'm not attending anything until we have a working solution to the endangered waypoints. You want me at your summit, you'll get her moving.
I understand.
Wow, you work fast. And you just started today?
It's not like I just imagined it. Once you've got the design, all it takes is time. Yeah, well, I couldn't have done it without the help. Thanks.
I came to check on Timey, but I'm glad to see you here too. I talked to Countess Anise like you asked. What did she say?
She relayed our invitation to the Queen and surprisingly replied quickly. Queen Jenna will attend the summit.
That's great news. Our first confirmation.
I know. Apparently talking to Countess Anise was the right move. What are you going to do now?
I'm meeting Bram in Holbrook. He has to talk to Air about White Bear.
Ooh, right. Well, good luck with that. I know he doesn't get along so well with his mother. Your presence will help him a lot.
Thanks. Can you stay with Taimi and make sure nothing interrupts her work? It's important.
Absolutely. I'll send word if anything happens.
Thanks, Cass. Turn to the Waypoint Conundrum. Completed.
You can never have too much treasure.
And... sure, I'll take 50 piles of silky sand. And now that thing is scanning. We're back to Dry Top.
That fits good.
Excuse me, can you not? Rude.
We are Legion!
Rude. So, where are they throwing me? Ostensibly to Holbrook, which... that's a hell of a trek. That's Frostgorge. This is Holbrook. Oh, I had to go to Air's house. Which is going to be a hell of a pain for Bram. Oof. Now, I could, in theory, go to the Grove. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to go to the Grove, which is cheaper. Go to the Grove, go to Lion's Arch, go to Holbrook. I am a miser when it comes to using waypoints, and I really shouldn't be. I'm not that hard off. But part of me also just kind of likes the tooling around. La da, la da 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 da. Holbrook is this way. Oh, me oh my. Globe-trotting heroes indeed. And then I get a letter. To Commander Sykes-Millig from Marshal Traherne. I'm writing to inform you that at the behest of the Pale Tree, I will be attending the summit you are arranging to discuss Morgemoth. I'm deeply curious to discover what the world leaders will say about the idea of combining efforts. I know we could use the additional firepower. With it, maybe we'll lose fewer people than we did when we fought Zaitan. I foresee that my presence will cause a bit of a stir and that the attendees will want to report on the Pact's plans. If you could meet with me in the Grove prior to the gathering, I will fill you in so you can relay the information to the attendees. If you manage to convince the leaders to work together, it will be an enormous victory. I look forward to seeing you again. I have some things to tell you about the Pact and our plans for Morgemoth. Traherne. Well, we are second in command to that, so... probably behoove us to go talk. But first, a wonderful and absolutely not nerve-wracking talk between Air and her son Bram. Sure, this is going to be perfectly fine. No problems whatsoever. Nope, not at all.
Hey, good to see you back in Holbrook.
Has in fact been a while.
Hello, Mother.
Bram, what a surprise. Hello, old friend. What are you doing here?
We need to talk to you about something important.
Let's sit down over here. We can talk in comfort. can see by your faces that it's serious. Tell me, what is it?
See if I can sit.
Should I be worried?
Yes. An elder dragon, Mordramoth, has awakened. It's already attacked two major forts, Fort Salma and Concordia. It's been going after waypoints. We've come to invite Canute Whitebear to a summit to discuss the threat. No.
No, Whitebear won't attend anything like that. We have more than enough challenge with Yormag and the Sons of Svanir.
Surely there's something we can say to convince him.
You don't understand. This is bigger than us. Jormag is dangerous, but it's only one member of the Pack of Elder Dragons.
I understand more than you think.
No, you don't. If you did, you'd know that Mordramoth's reach is spreading. Its tendrils are showing up all over the place.
The Elder Dragons each behave differently. We're only beginning to learn of Mordramoth's power. I just don't believe Whitebear would leave here while Jormag's threat looms.
Arm! Furthermore, we're not responsible for all over the place. We're responsible for our people. I just don't think Whitebear will leave Holbrook alone right.
And by the time Mordramoth reaches Holbrook, it'll be too late. And then our people will have two dragons attempting to destroy us all. We have to challenge the greatest threat first.
Exactly. Right now, Mordramoth is wreaking the most damage upon Tyria. If what you say is true, then this may be worth a discussion at least.
So you'll speak to him about it.
I know what would make Whitebear more likely to attend your summit.
What's that?
If he had fewer headaches, he'd be more inclined to leave Holbrook. The Sons of Svanir have been even more trouble lately. Killing and corrupting.
Uh-huh.
I could tell Whitebear.
We'll take care of it.
Hang on. The Sons of Svanir...
We should split up. You head straight to Frostgorge and find the totem. Bram and I will make our way there from the other side.
Okay. You and me?
We won't be far away. Whitebear will be all the more impressed if you deal with this alone. If you're successful, I'll speak to Whitebear myself.
Well, get the directions from Air.
I have every confidence that you can handle this challenge alone. I've seen you in action. Bram and I won't be far. We'll keep as many reinforcements from coming at you as possible.
All right, where do I go?
The Svanir have a base in the high peaks where they're raising a totem to Yormag. Go to the Arundun Vale and Frostgorge Sound and find a hunter named Kalin. She'll know how you can best help there.
And if I do this, you put in a good word with Canute Whitebear.
I'll make sure he understands the seriousness of the situation and the need to deal with Mordramoth before it gets too much stronger.
I'm ready. See you when it's done. Wow, they're actually sending me to Frostgorge? Maybe I should go with you. The Sons of Svanir can be cunning and extremely vicious. I think I should go with you. No, go with Air. I want to do this on my own. Aw, come on, boss. What if something happens to you out there? I'd rather be with you than with her.
Do it for me. Think of her as just another hunter. I'll be fine.
Talk to Kalin at Arundun Vale and Frostgorge Sound. Yeah, they are sending me to Frostgorge Sound. This is probably them making a nod towards Icebird Saga, actually. This is them being like, hey, we can get them prepared for an upcoming expansion by subjecting them to some of the higher end stuff. Talk to Kalin at Arundun Vale. That said, there's also going to talk to Traherne, I think. Rallying call, uprooting the marches, summits, invitations. Air. Maybe I'll swing back on my way to talk to another group. There's at least one other, I think, that I'd have to talk with. Mare Foothills, that's gonna take a while for me to get to Frostgorge. Maybe instead what I should do... Well, actually, come to think of it, this is the direct connection to Frostgorge Sound. Never mind. It's just a little circuitous to get there. Hi, leg spike. God, I can't wait to have more mounts. But that's the next expansion. That's Path of Fire. Path of Fire gets you a whole bunch of new stuff. Actually, technically, Path of Fire also got you the Raptor mount, but they decided to open that up early for folks now. Guess they determined that the Raptor mount wasn't particularly game-breaking for everybody to have. Speaking of Sons of Svanir, hello boys. How's the house plan? Not that long to run up to Frostgorge. One of the other things that I like about Guild Wars 2 is that they keep the earlier maps relevant to your character by level capping. So right now, while I am level 80, technically I'm existing as if I was a level 14. They scale things so that things are still, you know, worth it to try to fight. Alright, Frostgorge Sound, here we are. We suddenly went from level 14 to level 72. And there is Kowlin. You just missed our raid. Barrowstead's in shambles now. I'll check it out. Destroy the Sons of Svanir Dragon Totem. Is that a way? The unfortunate truth of the matter, though, is that the level capping in this game does not go the other direction. So if you're level 14 and you're walking here, you're still going to be level 14, and things will roll you. Oh boy. Oh, that was a mistake. Right, there are mountains here. I should be aware of that. Oh. Huh. That's a problem. Just gonna go ahead and go this way. Scenic vantage point, you say? Don't mind me. The pulsing light emanating from the nearby ice tints everything in shades of blue. I gotta hand it to the Sons of Svanir. This stuff looks fucking awesome. But, they're also evil as shit, so, you know. Do with that what you will. Nice brewed Kodan. Oh, that poor bear. That poor bear, man. So... Oh, they want me to destroy that thing. Okay. Ice brewed Kodan.
Eat my dust.
Sit down. Yeah, you got arrows, I do too, except I've got more of them. Have fun. Rabbit! It's a Banui.
Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Go nuts.
Strong. We are Legion.
They were gonna show up here anyway.
That feels good.
Ah, just trying to knock me out. That's cute. Don't mind me just soloing 5 monsters at once. Oh, please.
What'll you fall for?
Destroy. Join up with Aaron Bram. So, are they gonna have me like run out of here with that? Mission accomplished. That's the broken totem. And there's Bram and Air. Hi.
Woo! Yeah! I'd almost forgotten what it was like to fight in the cold. It's
There's a new update for the
invigorating.
PS3.
Well done, Bram. That was impressive.
Really?
Thanks. That was the first time I've ever seen you fight. I guess the legends are true.
That's interesting. I would have thought that was at the end of
Yeah.
Hardware Sport.
So...
So, who else is starving?
I could eat a whole Dolyak, and it's harnessed.
Let's head back to Holbrook, and we can celebrate with a feast. What do you say?
Oh, Air's really trying. I wonder what the update for the PS3 of all things is. I was right. You can handle it on your own. Now I can relay this new legendary feat to White Bear, and he'll be more inclined to agree to your summit. You've eased his burden. Thank you. But I had to say no to your feast. I'm disappointed, but we'll do it some other time. I'm going to guess that you have something important to do. Yes, I'm meeting a friend near the Black Citadel. Bram's friend Rox. I hear she's a good companion. Yes, she is.
Thank you for destroying the totem.
We're always happy to send this money home crying.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I have to go now. May you always walk with Wolf at your side.
You too.
Bram's totem bear, I think. You've known Air a long time, right? She always like that? You mean strong and confident? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I've heard stories, but I never connected the Air and the legends to the Air who's my mother. Until today. She's an avalanche. She has to be. She had to move mountains. I see that now. I'm starting to understand why she left. You can't move mountains with a child on your back. If anyone can convince Canute Whitebear to attend the summit, it's her. We Norn had to be loners for too many winters. I don't see how we can continue to hunt alone, now with the Elder Dragons awake. Getting Whitebear to the summit will be the first step. Huh. Ooh. What is this? This water is warm and murky. It could be purified, but only at its source. Interesting. That sounds like a side quest to me. Huh. Come to think of it.
That feels good.
Make sure I'm not going to get hit by anything. What is this? Shattered ice flow. Pure glacial ice shard. That's, I might actually go see what that's about for a quick second. So yeah, that is kind of weird that, like, there's so much of a chunk of time without any update, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, the PS3 of all things gets an update. What? I need to get to the water. In order to get to the water, I need to go this direction, roughly. A champion snow troll, you say? That champion snow troll can stay right there. Well, this is the problem. Mistake. This is why going through ice precipices is a bad idea. Supposedly to better the performance of the PS3. I mean, I suppose a firmware upgrade could do something if they found a weakness in the original firmware of the PS3, but like, I can't imagine how much more performance they can get out of an antiquated chip. Well, not antiquated, but an older chipset. Ooh, actually, just head west. I know there are particular older games that run better on a PS3 than they do on original hardware, which is kind of funny. Yes, I need to get to the Shattered Ice Flow. All right. Is that my target? I don't think so. Ice Brood Quaggan. Oh, that's terrifying. It's up there, isn't it? Bet it is. Hey, there's diving goggles up there too. So there must be a way up there. I'm gonna find it. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially. Is it in the center? It might be in the center. And in order to reach the center, there might be a way underwater. Or it could be. Wait. I see an opening. Surrounded by Skalk. Aha. Look at me using my puzzle-solving kidneys. Huh. Okay.
That feels good.
Stop that. No mounts, but I can use the glider. Ow. Boy. That. Get up this way. Uh-oh. Ow. That was a dick move, Dick. Where do I go from here? I think I go to there. Maybe. Oh, well. Almost. Ooh, what's this?
Urge to kill rising.
Be gone, thought. Hey, it worked. Okay. That seems like... Didn't I just come from that way? No. No, I didn't. A different way.
Eat my dust.
You, burn. What's that? Across this. Whoa, no. Well, time to start over. Whoops. Go like so, jump up, jump over. That didn't quite work. Alright, pal. Jump up, jump over. This time that did work. Go this way. Leads to a stairwell. Stairwell, and that's me a jump to here. That. Ah. That's a bit of a shortcut. Jump like so. Eh. There we go. Tiny blue ooze. Get rid of that thing while I can. Oh, cool, a veteran.
That feels good. Eat my dust.
So now we're here. Ooh, that's a jump to the chromatic ooze. This is an interesting little spot, isn't it? Hi, buddy. Let's have some fun. And that's the end of that ooze. Can I walk along that chain? Who tells me I should be ready for the answer to that to be no? But it is decidedly thick. Hey, I can. Cool. And now what? Jump across to here? Yes, where the inside, there's a troll. And a whole bunch of stairs. This is nifty. Found it. Ooh! Shattered Ice Ruins complete. Grand chest.
That looks valuable.
Ooh. I like this. And we have this. Pure Ice Shard. The glacial ice crystal is clear and pure. Shape off a piece. Purified vial of sacred glacial water. Oops. Not what I intended to do. Now, where was that? This. Combine a mystic forage with meaty plant food, bloodstone dust, thick leather sections to create a package of sacred plant food. This cool, clear mineral water from a sacred glacier could purify and nourish a magically growing plant. Oh, wait a minute. I might have needed this for the future. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially. Ooh, coral. Positive materials. Move that down. Because I'd be willing to bet these two are interrelated. Mysterious seed and the purified water. Stones, ley line infused stone. The polarity of the stone is locked in a stable matrix. A ley line disrupting device could unlock its potential forces. Oh, this also requires me to do something. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Honor from the Heroic Defense Alliance Arch. Double click. Oh, that's a reward. So move that down. Okay. Things from Dry Top, the time we would like you to have as a thank you. It's a consumable. That's also a choose a reward thing. So far, Leyline infused stone, purified violet, sacred glacial water. So there's going to be something I need to do to this Leyline infused stone too. I'd be willing to bet that I'm going to get something from Rox's segment. Dive on in. Whee! Spin. Dive Master. 22 out of 22 so far. If I can find all those dive spots, I get a mastery point. Alright. So from here they wanted me to go to Black Citadel. I am going to instead go to Petus Waypoint and Holbrook. Go to Lion's Arch, go to the Grove, see if I can talk to Traherne. He's probably got something for me. Then when we're done with that, we're going to go to the Black Citadel. Because I think that might be doable. Peacemakers, Wolfborn, Iron Legion, Warden, Seraph. Is it the Wardens? Yeah, it's the Wardens. Welcome to the Grove. The Omphalos Chamber. Is Trahearne here? That's the question. He did say he wanted to speak to me before the meeting. Or is this going to be an event right beforehand? This might just be an event right beforehand. Thinking that is the case. I love the music in the Omphalos Chamber. It's a piano reprise of the song Fear Not This Night. It's a very beautiful song. And actually is part of the inspiration for me saying at the end of my streams, be a light in the darkness when you can be. Alright, back to the Black Citadel. See how we get to deal with the stone head that is Rytlock. Oh, Rytlock, how are you going to make my life a living hell this time? I know it's going to be something about, well, we have so many things that we had to deal with here, and then we're going to have to bend over backwards for that, because, you know, no good deed goes unpunished in this world. Admittedly, I should probably be following the dot. Meet with Rox and Rytlock outside the old Duke's estate in the plains of Ashford. Oh, they actually want me to go out into the world. Old Duke's estate. You're talking about one of the old Dukes of Ascalon, right? Huh. Well, that's a bit of a blast from the past. God, come to think of it, oof. It'd be an interesting little project to go back to Guild Wars 1 and go through the story. That would take a while, though. Especially because that game is not built with single player in mind, if I'm honest. Like, you can get NPC assistance, but it's not great. And it's not balanced for single people to just kind of be running around and doing things. Yeah, this is the old Duke's estate. Plan of attack. Okay, Rytlock. I'm glad you're here. I was dreading having to do this without backup. I sent Tribune Brimstone a mail asking if he would forward our summit invitation to Smodor. And his response was to order you here and to meet in person? Yeah, no way around it now. This is too important a cause. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I don't want to see his disappointment in me. He has nothing to be disappointed about. You did what you had to do. And I'd do it again, to save Bram, or any of you. No one is dispensable, not even for the glory of taking down Scarlet. I know him. He'll understand that. He's lost people too. Thanks. I needed to hear that. Let's get this over with, okay? Let's do it. Does he just live in the old Duke's estate? No, he doesn't. But they're all here.
Well, Rox, you're actually showing your face. That shows courage, considering what you're here for.
Tribune?
You want me to talk the Imperator into attending your summit, and yet you disobeyed my order to end Scarlet.
I had to make a battlefield decision, Tribune.
If it hadn't been for our friend here, Scarlet would still be out there murdering people and ruining Tyria one city at a time.
Yes, Tribune.
At ease, soldier. Excuse me while I discuss this with someone I know I can rely on.
I know that look. You don't have to defend Rox, you know. Well, you sure haven't lost any of your drill sergeant charm? I know. I'm rough on her, but somebody has to be. She's too soft inside. She'd have been dead long ago if I hadn't toughened her up. You're gonna punish her for not killing Scarlet? Nah. I understand why she did it. Besides, she's a free agent now. She and I don't need to see eye to eye anymore. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm not gonna give her grief when she needs it. What does that mean exactly? Ask her. All I can say is that I'm not responsible for her anymore. Anything she screws up doesn't reflect on me. She's on her own. Got it. So, she told you why we're here? Not much. In her mail, she mentioned something about how you want Imperator Smodor to attend some strategic gathering. We need you to talk to him for us.
Tribune, we also have information that will interest you and Imperator Smodor. It's about the Elder Dragons.
I know. Words reached me that Mordremoth is active.
That's an understatement. It's been destroying entire forts. We're not sure how far it can reach. The Black Citadel
has enough to worry about with branded and Ascalonian ghosts.
Called it. And if that's not enough, it takes everything else we've got to keep the Flame Legion off our ramps. Or you know it, you'll be adding Mordremoth to that list. Tribune, the branded are contained to one region. Mordremoth is quickly spreading across all of Tyria. It has already reached as far as the Timberline Falls and Kessex Hills. Mordremoth's reached Char Lands. I fought its minions in the Iron Marches. Well, PS3 store is open again? That's an interesting direction to take. That changes things. How bad's the situation? Bad enough that no one in Tyria can afford to ignore it any longer. That's right. What happens to us if everyone else's armies are destroyed because we Char kept to ourselves? We have to stand together. And we have to take our greatest threat first. That's Mordremoth. You don't have to tell me how dangerous Elder Dragons are. But convincing me and convincing Imperator Smodor are two different things entirely. There must be something we can do to convince him.
As a matter of fact, that's why I asked you to come in person. I carry Sohothan, my blade. It's said to have the power to reverse the foe fire.
Is that true, or just a myth?
I plan to test it. After years of research, I finally found the proper combination of elements to unlock the sword's powers.
Sohothan is...
Rid us of all the ghosts?
Oh god.
That's the idea. We do that and Smodor will have less to worry about. Then we can convince him to attend the summit.
That's a big thing. I'm sorry, but... Okay, first of all, Sohothan is the sword of the Prince of Ascalon that Rytlock took after the Searing. Well, that one of Rytlock's predecessors took after the Searing. So he inherited that. And that would be able to get rid of the ghosts of Ascalon that continue to haunt this area. That's a big change. I've researched the ritual, and I learned a lot about Ascalonian history. This story began over 1,000 years ago when this ritual was first formulated by the humans' gods, the Six. Please, go on. The Six gave them magic. At the same time, they also gave one of them the magical crown and 2 magical swords to protect the kingdom. Sohothan and Magdair, and King Adalbern had inherited the crown. Exactly. The crown was designed to break into 4 parts. When the fragments are separated, they're hard to see. This was a safeguard to keep this powerful item from falling into the wrong hands. And the crown's required for the ritual. It is. When Adalbern enacted a ritual with Magdair, he became a ghost, but the crown was preserved and found by Char, who entered the area later. They toyed with it and the fragments were lost. And you found them? I found one. I'm asking you to find the others. Fragments work like magnets to each other. Once you have one, you'll feel the pull towards the others. Even after all this time, you're sure they're here? I'm hopeful. We need the crown to perform the ritual. Might as well assume they're there. You, Rytlock Brimstone, are going to perform a ritual. It means I succeed at breaking the Foefire curse. I'd put on a robe and call myself Shaman Brimstone. A lot at stake here, my friend. Point taken. I'll go find the crown fragments. Rox can help you get set up. Wait a minute. Is this how he... Oh, okay. We might be seeing part of the story lead up here, actually. Huh. So, at the beginning of Heart of Thorns, Rytlock is nowhere to be found. I think this might be where Rytlock disappears when he performs the ritual. To go and take out the foe fire, which would likely be a curse that's so powerful it would be... Okay, I think I'm psyching myself up a bit here. Let's just see how this goes. Ruins of Oldgate Diessa Plateau. Oh. Am I doing an Ascalon World Tour at this? Yeah, I'm doing an Ascalon World Tour at this point. Speaking of Ascalonian ghosts, Adazar's champion. I'm here, might as well help.
Strong.
Freedom must be earned, not given.
Failed you.
It's a living.
Adazar! Champion not strong enough! Need better champion!
You gotta love the Grawl. The Grawl are weird. Alright, Diessa. The ruins of Oldgate. It's just right along the wall. It's a lot of ghosts. Can I make it through here? I think I can make it through here. Oh God. Events, gotta love events. Oh jeez. Oh, right, because part of that area is a jump puzzle. Oldgate, on the other hand, is a fair distance out this way. Ooh, is that the moon? That is the moon. Oh, it's rather pretty. God, imagine if they've gone so far as to include that in this game. Oh, that would be interesting, honestly. They did some lunar jiggery pokery. Dirt covered object. Okay. It can remain a dirt covered object for all I care. Aha! Zeldack's Broken Claw. Huh. You're here this whole time, huh?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here.
What? That should do it. I'm ready to set up my machine. This is gonna be exciting. Amazing. Hope I live to see it. What does this machine do? I call it the Ghost Control Machine. I basically added a few modifications to a regular ghost containment unit. Now it emits a sound at an ethereal level that ghosts can't resist. So it just paralyzes the ghosts? Any char with a screwdriver and a containment unit can paralyze a ghost. I am an artist. You'll have to wait for the big unveiling to see how it works. These ghosts don't kill me before I set it up. I'll watch your back while you do. Let's go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this shit show on the road.
Hang on. This is the part where it gets ghosty.
Of course it does. Oh wow, they're just gonna dove into a whole bunch of death. Here, have that. A gift for you. I'm helping. Oh, they're a virtuoso. That's cool. That's actually one of the elite specs that I wanted to look into. Oh wow. Do I disturb the rubble? I disturb the rubble. Lol.
This shouldn't take long.
Yeah, keep at it.
That feels good.
Bring the thunder!
Oop, I got interrupted. That sucks. Eat fire. Eat fire.
Woman in position.
I got this.
Halfway there. Just quickly go.
Damn shields.
That
Wait.
feels good.
Oh, that's a veteran Isolinian mace. That's not great.
My final resting place. And yours.
This isn't Ascalon anymore. It hasn't been for years. Hasn't been for decades, centuries even. Searing saw to that.
Eat my dust.
Another.
One down, follow me.
Really? We have to do more? Come on, man. First Crown fragment of Rel's machine neutralizes the... Oh, okay. So Rel is specifically necessary for this section. Jesus. What do you think of it? I feel like there's a part of this that should be very familiar to me. But I don't think this is the monastery.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Crowd control? I got crowd control. Teehee. Excuse you. Rude.
Eat my dust.
Ooh, Iron Legion soldiers, you say? Oh, good luck.
Slice them apart.
If we revive these soldiers, then maybe they'll help.
Like shooting fish in a bottle.
Here.
We are Legion.
Sit down. Oh, they completely fucked off. Great.
Oh, the hip bones connect to the ankle bone.
Rel, that's not how that goes at all.
That feels good.
Oh, somebody's having fun.
Time for a revolution.
Ooh.
Almost there. I'm getting goosebumps.
Where's the veteran?
That feels good.
Oh, there's the next wave.
Signal the citadel.
Sit down.
Eat my dust.
There he is. Ah. Everybody has a mic.
All that's left is configuring the remote configuration and temp. Ah, isn't she a thing of beauty?
Well, now that we've got that. Ow.
Machine started, check. Ghost control, check. My work here is done.
Well, thank you. And now, the faint glow of a crown fragment shines through the rubble. Oh, got that. The crown fragment pulls towards Serenity Temple and the Blaze Ridge Steps. Blaze Ridge Steps. They're throwing me back into the Black Citadel. Why? Because the Blaze Ridge Steps are not here. Blaze Ridge Steps are way out that way, which are not connected to... Is there a portal? There's not a portal, I don't think, between... Are they gonna send me... They're gonna send me into the Black Citadel to go to Lion's Arch, to go to Queensdale, to go to Fields of Ruin, I would think. That's my guess. The alternative is that I can just, you know, port to Blaze Ridge. But I am curious to see where they're actually leading me. I want to see if I'm right with my assumption. And really, the portal jumping isn't going to take that much more time. Black Citadel, they're going to point me to the portal for Lion's Arch. I'm pretty sure. Yep, sure enough. That's Lion's Arch. Ooh, that felt good. Lion's Arch is leading to the Seraph Guard, which is Divinity's Reach. And then in Divinity's Reach, there is a gate to the Fields of Ashford. Once Divinity's Reach assumes to load. Yes, and then go this way, where there is a whole bunch of stuff in the way that hasn't loaded up yet because textures. That portal up on the dais. Welcome to Divinity's Reach.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to ship something by a sewer gate?
Ebonhawk. Fields of Ruin. Because this is, ironically enough, a human settlement out in the area that would nominally be considered Char territory. That caused a little bit of a stir when it first came up. But of course, back then, humans and Char didn't like each other. And to be blunt, even today, some don't. Whee! After all, the Separatists and the Flame Legion exist, much to my annoyance. But from this location, I can get into the brand, which, by the way, this brand is caused by the powers of Kralkatorrik. the dragon that the original group of heroes were trying to take out. As you can see, this place is not that great. Kind of gross. I'm thinking, but I may be in a position where I can't move forward any further. Oh, I need to get above. Okay. I need to get out of this area and on the path above. Expect ballet. Yeah. I went too straightforward of a route. I think this is the route I need to take. Maybe. The branded are kind of terrifying. Environmental capacitors. Somebody was having fun out here. Huh. That's interesting. How do I get where I need to go? I'll figure it out eventually. Come on. Well, I should be able to fly from up there. If I can reach up there. Ah, that's a problem. Near Broadhack. Got this. Don't mind me. How far I go before I have to... Yeah. There we go. There we go. Found the portal. But also got smacked by an attack. There we go. Let me in. Blaze Ridge Steps. From here, I'm probably going to wind up having to port somewhere, because I'm probably not going to backtrack that whole damn thing. Oh boy. Blaze Ridge Steps. I remember being here a little earlier in my time. Needed to gain the favor of ogres for a fight. Oh boy. Oh, this place. I remember this place. I hated this place. Please tell me I don't have to do something. Defend Kinar Fort. Oh, wait.
That feels good.
Excuse you? Rude.
My dust.
Sit down. Faint glow of a crown fragment shines through the rubble. Retrieve Bria's crown fragment. An old house in the Iron Marches. Wait, is there a connecting point to the Iron Marches? Oop.
I didn't think that this segment of the map connected to anything, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe. Maybe, possibly. I'll find out. When I go this way, I guess. There is a connecting point. Huh. That's news to me. I have to remember where this is. Where is this portal? Next to Hellion Forest. And ironically enough, that's precisely where I need to go. Oh, I remember this event. Easy to find out Bria is gone. Yeah, Bria. Now I remember.
Wonderful. You sweet, innocent children have come to play at my home.
We're not sweet. We're ferocious warriors.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, I can see that. Come closer, my little champion. I have something for you. It's a warrior's prize, worthy of your courage.
A present?
Uh-oh.
I want one. What is it? An unbreakable shield? Is it a flaming sword like Tribune Brimstone?
Get
it's
hit.
something even better, little ones. For your bravery, I reward you with
endless torment.
Marvelous.
Don't run away, children. Come back and play with me. Forever.
Get back here.
To kill rising.
Oh yeah, I can actually wail on Bria.
That feels good.
That's cute. Get back here.
That wasn't very nice. I'm going to have to play with you now.
Aw. Aw. Well, let me kill her. That's mean.
Urge to kill rising.
Okay.
Leave me alone, you big ugly.
That feels good.
Oh, I was going to kill that one myself.
Eat my dust. There's one to remember me by.
Whoa, that was a close one.
Poor Raven.
I'm not scared of you.
That feels
Huh.
good.
It wasn't that tough.
I probably should be afraid of them. Come on.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
And attack.
Eat my dust.
Fight someone you're... wow. Did you see that?
One more. Where is it? There is it.
Get away from me!
That feels good.
Plenty to keep me occupied.
All right, Bria. I have the power of several other players on my side.
Is she gone?
Gone? My cubs are still gone. I want them back.
Bria, release the children. Do not condemn them for your own purposes.
And here she comes.
The children are mine now. Claim them, and I will consume your old dusty souls as well.
Excuse me? That was a terrifying area of effects.
Strong.
Yeah. Get her.
That fits good.
Oh, for the love of. Fine.
No, you cannot. But I'll break you and send you far from here, Bria.
Ghost
Hey.
and a necromancer? I didn't know that was possible.
Oh, God.
Bria was no ordinary necromancer. Even Adelbern's curse couldn't bind her for long.
The Bowfire? If she was a ghost of Ascalon, doesn't that mean she will reappear?
Yes. And in time, she will regain all of her strength and abilities, even as a ghost.
Great. Let's get out of here before that happens.
That's not great.
And urge your young not to play in these woods any longer.
Well, on the upswing, I got all of the crown pieces. On the downswing, Bria is not going to be gone forever. Welcome to the Ghosts of Ascalon. Though again, if Ritlock actually succeeds at this, then, you know. We now have the Crown of King Adelbern. Hang on, my brain has to actually process what I just said. We have the Crown of King Adelbern. The last crowned king of Ascalon. Huh. Oh, that's a blast from the past. I'm helping. The Duke's estate. And I should be able to cut through this area-ish. Oops, somebody fell. Stand.
Eat my dust.
Explosion. Well, that was a lot of death. Can I join you? Admittedly, I'm doing, Living World Season 2.
Buzz off, thieves. You'll think twice next time you want to mess with the Priory.
Don't be so cheerful. We still have to clean up the mess they made. And the one you made, for that matter.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with joining in.
Be more careful next time.
Listen, human. If I weren't here to vouch for you, Char would have torn you to pieces long ago. Besides, what is life without a little maiden?
Well, for one, it's safe.
So welcome on in. I hope the evening finds you well either way. honestly don't know much about the...
That feels good.
Doesn't seem to have worked out my idea.
To kill rising.
Hang on. Getting distracted by a last chill devourer. Alright. Got that, and then I would assume be that.
That feels good.
Really? Sit down. We're just about to get to the point where I think Rytlock is about to take a trip into the mists. Maybe, possibly. At least that's where I think the wind is blowing, considering the ritual he's talking about. I would like to continue the story. I don't know if entering the instance is going to break party or not, though. It might do. Don't remember. Well, I still see you in the party, so that helps. I'm not new to the game, but I haven't played the game until recently. Like, the last time I played the game was about 7 years ago. And, like, I mean, back when it was still in beta, I actually got into the closed beta for this game when it first came out. And ever since then, like, I never actually went into the expansions or did the storyline stuff. So that's why I'm doing this now on stream, is because A, I'm experiencing it, and B, I'm presenting it for other people as well.
You made it.
Oh, it's the Imperator.
Not that I doubted
Hi.
you for a minute. Have you met Imperator Smolder?
I know you by reputation.
Until now.
I've also received your request.
I see.
If this mission eliminates even a portion of the enemy, I will attend your summit. What's the plan, Brimstone?
You're back. Do you have any luck? Yes, I found them all. I see. Played the game since launch. Admittedly, you know, eventually you do all the things. Great. Give me the crown. Hold on. This crown's very important to my people. I see. What are you saying? You don't want me to use it? I must promise you'll give it back to me when this is over. I often play alone. It's just one of those moments I want to play with someone. Maybe, possibly in the future. As a matter of fact, just a second. I actually have my own Discord server. If you'd like to join in there, by all means. But, yeah, otherwise, admittedly, kind of take a little while to ease into it and all. When this is over and the ghosts are gone, I'll put this into your hands myself. Alright, tell me more about this ritual. It all hinges on Sahothin, my sword. There were originally two of them, Sahothin and another called Magdair. They were given to the Ascalonians as protection against invasion. Go on. A couple hundred years or so ago, Sahothin was wielded by Rurik, son of King Adalbern. He was killed by a stone summit dwarf. Came into my care several years ago. How did you get it? Irrelevant. Point is that his partner Magdair is the sword Adalbern used to curse the Ascalonians. I've long suspected that Sahothin is the blade that can break the curse. Okay, so how? I've had my snout buried in old scrolls and books at the Priory. One of the scholars there has been helping me tack together the history. Finally found reference to a ritual. And you trust the source? It's got an Orion stamp on it, which makes it so old it's got to be legitimate. In any case, I have to try. If it works, we'll be free.
I would say don't overthink it too much. I understand the want to have conversation and reach out to folks, but yeah, I think if you take things step by step, you can get where you need to be. Tell me what you need. Once we're inside, we need to channel ghost essence into the sword to fire it up. That means slashing a lot of ghosts. So, high stakes, big danger. Sounds like fun. Let's go. Speak with Smodor. We may be here on a fool's errand, but it's worth a try. Ridlock has done the impossible before. These ghosts have plagued my people for far too long. I spend every day looking for ways to end it. Absolutely, you enjoy too, and take care out there. If this works, it'll be a boon for both Char and humans. True. It must be infuriating for humans, even those who aren't descended from Ascalonians. Heartbreaking, especially when I'm forced to kill them. Yeah, all the more reason why this needs to work. Your help is not going unnoticed. Do just about anything for Ridlock and Rox. Speak with Rox. Oh, I got a letter. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Looks like we've got everything we need. That crown you put together is historic. It practically crackles with the weight of Ascalon's ancestors. If this works, we'll go down in history ourselves. You think it will? I mean, surely getting rid of all the ghosts can't be this easy. Who said it was easy? Getting the crown was no stroll in the pavilion. And on the other side of that gate, we've got ghosts building up, just waiting for us to come through. Hope their essences can charge Sahothan. Guess we'll find out.
That should be everything we need to cleanse the foe fire.
How do you know this will work?
It'll work, because I said so.
You're on point, Brimstone.
Yes, sir.
Macy Quick Temper. And a whole bunch of Blood Legion soldiers. That tracks.
We don't know what's down there. Be ready for anything.
Frostbite and I are ready to stomp some ghosts.
Likewise. Oh, there's Sahothan.
Urge to kill, eat my dust.
Oh, these are some high-level ghosts.
That feels good.
Good God.
Let's go.
That feels good.
That'll do.
That. Oh, you're about to hurt me. Called it. Have some fire.
Eat my dust. Strong.
Okay.
The tomb is just ahead. That's where we'll test the foe fire cleansing. It's a place of power.
I guess there's no turning back once we step through that arch, huh?
Oh, I just remembered this is the estate of Duke Baradin.
No, sir.
Oh, this could be interesting. You have to be ready. This could go in any direction. There's no way of predicting what this ritual will do. Ready. Cleansing ritual is going to send him into the mists. Yeah, this is...
I hope this works.
For luck.
Rocks.
You used to do that when you were a cub. Come on, let's get this over with.
Something's happening. Those ghosts don't seem to like your sword very much.
They're gonna like it nuts in a few minutes.
Oh, that's not good.
They're possessing what's left of Baradin's statue.
Yep.
Someone once told me nothing worth fighting for is ever easy.
That feels
you
good.
do, Lizzie.
Only when I
Woo!
Don't mind me, just gonna go ahead and dodge that.
Eat my dust.
Oh dear. I had this. Ow. Ah, this is terrifying in its own right.
Chill rising.
We need to kill Ghost to charge so often.
Stop blocking.
Take that. Urge to kill rising.
Come on.
Eat my dust.
Fear ward. Why? Why is that there?
Ready for action.
Ow. Oh, hey, I rallied. Look at that.
Eat
Ew.
my dust.
Oh, boy. No, 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 no. Oh, nay, nay, you do not get to do that. Huh.
Swathan is charged with the Ghost's power. Let's see how effective this
That
is.
feels good.
Ow. Ron Rocks, pick me up, please. Thank you.
So cold.
It is, in fact, cold. It's a very cold, icy breath.
That feels good.
Irony of ironies.
Said no. Well, you.
No, thank you. Ow. No, 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 no.
That feels good.
No, you don't. Dag nabbit. Eat damage. And down I go. On rocks. Ah, you just keep on showing up, don't you?
Eat my dust.
Sit down. Get bent.
Seriously.
Ow. Well, hell. I got this. Oh, going after that mender.
Bring the thunder.
Yeah. Come on.
Eat my dust. That feels good.
We need to kill Ghost to charge so often.
Okay, now I can't do much. Good to keep that mender away, though.
Swathan is charged. Let's take that shield down.
You, the face, stop moving.
Breathe.
I really need to get away from those things faster. No, 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 no,
Ready
no.
for
There we go.
action. Eat my dust.
Hope you're ready.
Hold
Ow.
up any longer.
Ow.
Take
My soul. Nope. You're done. Toodles. Was that statue defeated?
Ascalon, I free you from this curse.
Called it.
I have to go after it. Without it, we'll never end this war. Go!
I called it. He dives right in.
I need to go after him.
The portal is closed. You can't.
But,
Stand down, soldier. You'll be fine.
Oh my
God.
God.
I'd be worried for the poor souls that get in his way. This is his mission, not yours.
Oh, wow. Brimstone will be back. Don't worry. He took a lot of ghosts with him. I noticed. He may not have ended the curse, but he had an effect. And you played a pivotal role. I'll come to your summit for that reason alone. Even after the cleansing failed. His cleansing's not over. Brimstone's dedication to his duty will bring him back. The least I can do is honor his commitment by attending the summit. Good. Thank you. You won't regret it. Well, I'm not so sure about that, but I keep my word. I'll be there. I'll see you there, Imperator. Thank you. What just happened? Looked to me like that was a portal to the mists. The mists? Hope so. At least we know you can come back from the mists. What was he thinking? He had to go after Sahothin. I suppose. At least now we have more hope that the sword might one day break the curse. I guess it's our only chance of getting rid of the ghosts for good. My thoughts exactly. I just wish he hadn't gone alone. I agree. If only the portal hadn't closed so quickly. I suppose there's no way to find him. No, none. The mists are vast. Are you all right? I will be. My heart is still hammering. I just have to keep telling myself he'll be fine. He's been in bigger scrapes. Still, I know. I worry too. At least the Imperators agreed to come to the summit. That's one consolation. Yeah. His presence is important. The Char army is powerful. So, Flint hasn't backed out. What about Queen Jenna? Flint's waiting on Timir's device. Casimir's convinced the Queen to come. Thanks, Millie. What if they don't come? What if no one comes? Can't think about it. Can't think about how devastating that would be to Tyria. They must. Turn to Fofire cleansing. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. Legacy of the Llama Locator. That's going to be an interesting one to find out. There's extra stuff. Zephyrite Lockpick. Vial of Phantasmal Residue. This residue lies dormant. It could be imbued with a strong phantasmal energy source. There's another thing that I need to pick up on.
That looks valuable.
Phantasmal source, switch off for that. Oh, my inventory is full up. Oh dear. Oh, I got a mastery point. What? How did I get a mastery? Dragon's Reach Part 1. New next in Journal? Dragon's Reach Part 2. Yeah, okay. Huh. I earned a mastery point. I'll take it. Last goodbye, and just like that, he's gone. A bag of his old belongings is all that's left. Oh, that hurts.
That looks valuable.
Oh, that hurts. Oh. Well, on the upswing, there's some good materials in that. Turn to Fofire cleansing. That having been said, though, seed, the water, the stone, the essence.
I wonder. First of all, getting out of this instance, because I don't have anything else to do in here. Second off, where are you sending me for this? Blasted Moors, Manbane's Outcrop, Freeway Pastures. This is the Ascalonian Aqueduct. I know that spot. Oh, yeah, the Ascalonian Aqueduct and Diessa. Really? You're gonna send me there for that? That makes me wonder, actually. I mean, I have the opportunity, I'm gonna go do it. I should figure out what I need to do for that stone, too. There's a fun way down into the aqueduct. Whee! I'm here.
That fits good.
Lime.
Sit! Freedom must be earned, not given.
Sit down. Okay, but now here's the question. What in this area am I supposed to be reacting this with? Vial of phantasmal residue. Could be imbued with a strong phantasmal energy source. I'm in the middle of combat, right? Oh! This isn't just a commune point, this is the actual imbuement point too. Weirded phantasmal residue. Huh, well, that's cool. Use this object at this time. Probably because I'm in combat. Can I stop being in combat, please? You like stop the whole fighty thing? Pretty sure nothing is fighting me. Fine, I'll start moving, I guess. Oh, there you go. All right, item. Where is this asking me to go? Sanctum Harbor, wreckage of the Breachmaker. Huh. Well, I can do that right quick. I just get back to the Lion's Arch. Oh, duh. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. That's where Scarlet would. That's where Scarlet dropped her freaking Mega Drill. Now I'm picking up what they're putting down. Oh, hey, that's a Rift Crystal. As fun as that would be, I don't see anybody else here and I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's Nagling, which means if I want to get back to where I want to go, I should go this way. Huh. Now I'm just sitting here rummaging through a whole bunch of stuff in my head like, wow. They pulled the stops out on this. They pulled the stops out on this living world. They put a lot of stuff in place for the payoff of the expansion. Which also makes me wonder,
if and when we're going to get even more stuff, because we did recently get an update to the storyline. It'll be interesting to see how they continue forward. Black Citadel. Next is going to be heading to Lion's Arch. Ooh. I'm gonna be a doofus. Spring. Launch myself through the portal. These portals exhibit a property of conservation of momentum. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. Now I get to go into the ocean in Lion's Arch. Because why? Because I can. And then I get to activate the Dragon's Reach Part 2. Because I am curious. I believe this was the spot they were telling me about. Oh, if you don't have thalassophobia, dude, this area is actually kind of messed up. Yeah, this is Scarlet's drill. Oh God. Inspect drill bit. The metal of this drill is humming, even here below the water. Place the ley stone against the drill bit. Polarized ley line infused stone. God, this place is amazing. Wow. All right, so that's that. I have a whole bunch of treasure chests to open.
For the council's new initiative to tighten up harbor security.
Yep. Combine the mythic forge with a clay pot, bloodstone dust, and pockfire clusters to create a ley line infused clay pot. That tracks. Combine the mystic forge with piquant plant food, bloodstone dust, and thick leather sections to create a package of phantasmally infused plant food. Mysterious seed, plant ley line to germ. Interesting. So I have two different types of plant food that I can give it so far. Huh. That's entertaining. Alright. Story time. Dragon's Reach Part 2. Party politics. Check your mail for ministry treachery. Excuse me? Dear Sykes Millig, I hope this finds you well. I'm afraid my efforts to get the Queen to the summit haven't gone as smoothly as expected. The Queen had a situation arise that may prevent her from attending. I'll give you the full details when you arrive, but the short version is that someone is spreading rumors that Queen Jenna not only met with Evil Scarlet prior to the Queen's Jubilee celebration, but also conspired to give Scarlet the Mechanical Watch Nights. This is of course ridiculous, but the Queen can't leave Divinity's Reach until these rumors are squelched. Countess Anise has suggested that I use my intuitive ability to find the cat spreading the rumors and discredit them, but I don't want to do this alone. Will you come help me? Your friend, Casimir. Okay. I kind of figured this was going to be a thing. Come to think of it, this might be where we start to learn about...
I have enemies.
This may be where we learn about Canach. And I hope Canuck isn't the one that's actually been spreading the rumors, because if he is, I'm going to be very disappointed in him. Very, very sorely disappointed. All right. Let's see what the hubbub's about.
See the color of your coin.
I go this way. Launch my entire raptor into the elevator. Feel sorry for the people that are in the elevator next to me when that happens. Party politics. Oh boy. It's already bad enough with the separatists.
Let me catch you up on what's happening.
With
Queen
bells
Anna
on.
can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement. We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up.
So you expect me to be
Undermining their
charismatic?
plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the Commander of the Pact. And accompanying
that's
the
Sam.
Yes, Casimir Mead.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise, that's direct and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood, as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess.
Find the lying minister without arousing
Okay,
suspicion.
Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
Enough. All right. Where's my noble?
He was up ill all last night. I told him not to eat that fourth pie.
That'll do it.
But I thought for certain it was Minister Wee who attended court the day Scarlet was there. Are you sure?
May Lissa aid you.
I have a vague recollection of that crazy Sylvari walking into her audience with the Queen. This was well before the attack on the city. By the way, I still don't know why I noticed her. I was expecting to see Minister Wee's wife here today. Lady Wee. She gets the vapors, fragile constitution. Poor dear can't keep up with her husband. Apparently neither can I. I thought he was in court the day Scarlet had an audience with the Queen. You've seen one minister, you've seen them all. It's the dour look on their faces. But seriously, it is rather difficult to confuse Master Wee with Minister Estelle or even Minister Arton. My memory just isn't what it used to be. Which one did you confuse with Minister Wee? I saw Estelle enter the throne room along with the goat farmer Minister Arton and a Sylvari. Which turned out to be Scarlet, she did.
I remember hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen, No one paid any attention back then. Scarlet was a nobody until the Queen's Jubilee.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wherever did you get that charming brooch, dear?
Some nobles up top.
And
Minister
then he
Wee.
asked me which pair I wanted, to suggest I couldn't afford both. Why, I should have slapped him on the spot.
Ah, yes, noblesse
I
oblige.
hadn't invited the ministers. They make me so uncomfortable. Especially Minister... Excuse me, are you eavesdropping?
You do realize, I'm sure, that it's rude to eavesdrop. Were you?
No, my lady, I merely wanted to introduce myself. I'm Sykes Millig.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lady Allison, and my companion here is Lady Brenda.
Are you enjoying the party?
Some of the guests seem rather tense.
I wouldn't think anyone could ignore such a beautiful night as this.
Oh, I'm quite sure that some ministers prefer dark nights like this to sunny days.
I've met a few of them.
How long has it been since you visited our fair city?
I return as regularly as I can to visit my friends.
She's not lying, but she's being evasive. Try again and press her for more information whenever she talks about the ministers.
So what were we saying about the party?
Some of the guests seem rather tense.
A particular minister makes you uncomfortable?
Minister Codicus, of course. He surrounds himself with intrigue, cloaks, daggers, shadows, all that nasty business. Don't let him look upon you, my dear. Once he has you in his sights, you're doomed.
As you said, ministers can be dangerous. Thank you.
Yes, what is it?
You do realize, I'm sure.
No, my lady. Pleasure's all mine. What a fine evening it is.
I'm just saying, we won't let anything spoil our fun. The Countess throws wonderful parties, but these days, they're few and far between. Won't you regale us with tales of your adventures?
Some other time, ladies.
You want to talk to me?
The minister makes you uncomfortable.
I'm quite sure that some ministers prefer dark.
I hear one minister spreading rumors about the Queen.
Yes, Minister Codicus is behind it, but he never involves himself directly. He has others do his dirty work, like Estelle and Arton. They're awfully talkative with him in last party.
Of course, Codicus would be involved in anything that undermines the Queen.
Yeah, he would
but
be.
He's not the one accusing her.
Codicus.
We have to find that person.
Fucking Codicus. Of course. Codicus is the noble that's bankrolling the separatists.
Stop right there. I don't care about your dog's new haircut.
This shrimp.
There's a lot of Sam Riegel at this party, I swear to God. Minister Estelle. I see.
I see Minister Estelle has political ambitions. She's been having a lot of private meetings with Minister Codicus.
What? Minister Estelle is being pressured by Minister Marula to retire? Oh, she would never. She's far too ambitious.
Is that so? I'm going to get more punch. It's so fruity. Wait, I wanted to ask you something. Only if you make it quick. I'm so excited. Oh, this is timed. Is that why Minister Estelle wants to retire? A lack of excitement? Undoubtedly. She likes to be in the thick of things, but Codicus has had her doing clerical work lately. She meets with him regularly. From what I've heard, he'll talk her out of retiring, I'm sure. Undoubtedly. Enjoy the party.
Minister Estelle. If she's been meeting with Codicus, she may know something.
My mind is spinning. So much information. Can you make heads or tails of it?
We've learned a few things. First, we know who was in court that day.
Yes, a farmer with a goat, 2 ministers, Estelle and Arton, and Scarlet. And we know that Codicus lets others do his dirty work for him. We've also heard that both Estelle and Arton have seen Codicus lately.
It must be one of them. Let's talk to Minister Arton first.
I can take that. Thank you.
This is getting stickier by the second.
Oh, no. Avoid anything remotely equestrian. You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? And think the balusters are centaurs. Eyes and ears to your search.
Minister Arton. As I was telling my old friend Codicus the other day, we really must do something about these bandits. They're a hazard. I have reason to believe they're connected to the White Mantle. She see Scarlet the day she had an audience with the Queen. I did. There were 4 of us in the throne room, and the Queen and Countess Anise, and the guards, of course. Scarlet, me, Minister Estelle, and some dirty farmer with a goat. The Queen spoke to Scarlet. Yes, she was polite as always, but the Countess kept whispering in the Queen's ear. It was making us all nervous. Scarlet wanted permission to study with the engineer that designed the Watch Knights. What did the Queen say? She respectfully declined. Scarlet was the last in line, and the Queen left before there could be more discussion. Scarlet tried to say more, but the Queen apologized and hurried out. Anything else? The Sylvari, Scarlet, looked livid. She stormed out, shoving guards out of her way, which is rather frightening, actually. Remember, that's what Countess Anise saw that made her hustle the Queen away. Yes, does this testimony line up? His description of events perfectly matches what Anise told me. Minister Arton is telling the truth. He must not be the one. Interesting.
You've convinced me.
Thank you.
It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor.
Most likely.
Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
Round 2.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it, so it must be true.
Are you kidding me?
Waiter.
Hello, we were just discussing how horrible it is the Queen betrayed us all. It's just a bad rumor, a lie. No, it's not. I saw her in the Salma district shortly after nightfall. She wore a black woolen cloak with the hood up. The only reason I knew it was her was because I bumped into her and saw her face. Casimir, what do you think? Her eye twitched when she said that. I don't think it's the truth. You're lying. Listen, just between you and me, I may not be telling the exact truth, but they offered me a lot of gold if I say I was there. Please, you can't tell anyone. You're gonna have to testify. Oh, all right, I'll testify that I was paid to lie, but I'll never say who paid me. I don't betray old friends. Still, I was comfortable lying, but my son is ill. I hope the Queen will forgive me. Doing the right thing.
Observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Sylvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
Yep.
You must be mistaken. My niece knows a guard who heard from a doorman that the Queen...
Oh my god.
I've said too much.
In noblesse oblige. Oh, you! Sykes Millig! You're well known in these parts. The Queen recently mentioned you were hosting a summit. She'd like very much to attend. That may be complicated. Oh, I know. Those lies Estelle is spreading. Can you imagine our barefoot Queen skulking through the streets at night disguised? It's laughable. You don't think she met with Scarlet? In the throne room, yes, but not in the streets. A Char emissary visited the Queen that night. While the emissary has since left, the guard who was present will testify. Good to know. Thanks.
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd?
The Queen's alibi.
I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular...
Next bit.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Where are we going? Where are we going with this one?
I can take that.
Appears to be a bit of a problem. I don't know where this next conversation goes.
The chef responsible for this will be dealt with at once.
Maybe you could show me some moves.
Is lying a prerequisite for being
Aha.
in the ministry?
It makes me so sad to think the people who run our city, our kingdom, can't get along with each other. Now one of the ministers is spreading lies about the Queen. I'll pay for any information you have on the lying minister. That's generous, but I have nothing to say. I'm employed by Minister Arton. I won't shoot myself in the foot for a few coins. Understood. I've had some experience with ministers. Not all are bad. Both my wife and I work for ministers. They can be like night and day. My wife works for Minister Estelle, and I work for Minister Arton. You like your jobs? Most days. My wife has a harder time. Her minister has a gambling problem. If she's winning, she's fine. If not, she's dangerous. Would she know where Estelle was the night of the alleged meeting? Maybe. Estelle often visits her old friend Lady Claire in the evening. That's my wife, and she knows what happened. She's a good woman and won't lie to protect a minister. Thank you for the information. You're good, Brighton.
Witness who can help us prove the Queen's innocence. Nicely done.
What do you think? Do we have enough evidence to discredit her accusations? Plenty. The servant's wife can testify that Estelle met with Lady Claire. Maybe the threat of her testifying will be enough to shut this down. What else? We have multiple witnesses who say the Queen turned down Scarlet's request. I can't believe Scarlet wanted to study with the Watch Night engineer. Thank the gods the Queen turned her down. Though that might explain Scarlet's anger when she attacked our city. What else? We know Estelle's friend was lying for her. For a pouch of gold, you mean? Estelle must have coached Lady Claire. I don't imagine it'll be too hard to get her to testify to the lie. I guess they weren't such good friends after all.
I can take that.
We're ready to confront Estelle with the evidence.
Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Gentlemen, please leave. I see you've been busy socializing with the guests.
Indeed, I have been.
What?
Hello, Busy Bee. I must admit, I'm a bit charmed by how you flit from flower to flower. I know all about you. Listen closely to what Estelle says. Once she's finished, don't be afraid to ask her to repeat what she said. Press her only when you're certain she's lying. I have a question. Is it true that you work closely with Lord Codicus? I used to work with Lord Codicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. Tell me more. I admittedly occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. Again. Even at parties, Lord Codicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Casimir, what do you think? She keeps backpedaling. Press her when she lies, and then present her with evidence to counter her arguments. Minister Estelle, can you repeat that? I work with Lord Codicus. Now I'm considering retirement. I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. That's not what I heard. How would I lie about something like that? He's my boss's boss's boss. I don't work directly with him. I met someone who says you see Codicus often. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from the awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. You attended his garden party not long ago. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten that. There was a large crowd there. I only saw the legate minister from across the roses. I heard there was only a handful of people there. Even at parties, Lord Codicus is off doing his own thing. I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Shy, huh? Oh yes, I barely spoke with anyone during the entire party. Beautiful garden, though. Witness said you hadn't sided with Codicus. He talked, you nodded. Fine, he and I talked, but you'll never learn the topic of that discussion, and you can't prove it had anything to do with the Queen. I don't have to prove it. I just had to discredit you.
So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I shall revise my statement.
Reject the minister's revised statement.
Skip the small talk.
So what if I work with Lord Codicus? It means nothing. It doesn't change the fact that I was there when Scarlet had her audience with the Queen. Did you hear what the Queen discussed with Scarlet? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends whispering so no one else would hear. Tell me more. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Tell me more. I've heard the word Watch Nights. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to the Watch Nights? Why are you still interrogating me? She's the criminal. Like schoolgirls whispering so no one else would hear. I lost my own thoughts. The Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Heard the word Watch Nights, and isn't that bad enough? That's a lie. You heard everything. I heard hushed words, but I couldn't make out any of them. The Queen seemed pleased, though. Minister Arton heard everything. His ears must be better than yours, then. I must have been lost in my own thoughts. While the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. I heard the Queen was escorted out for her safety. You weren't there. You couldn't possibly know how they behaved, unless you questioned the goat. I spoke with Arton. His version agrees with the Countess's and the goats. Yes, well, one person's pointlessness and politeness is another's friendliness.
Aren't you the nosy one? If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened.
This proved the minister's final statement.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Doesn't matter what happened in the throne room. The queen arranged to meet Scarlet later that evening. She didn't want any of us to hear them, so she sneaked out. You're sticking by the claim that they arranged this in the throne room. Absolutely. Their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy. They agreed to something. What else could it be? So it was brief. A look, a smile. Maybe they'd already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is that I saw them under the bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman. Why are you working so hard to protect Queen Jenna? She sold us all out, and now she's just trying to cover her tracks. It was definitely Jenna in a red cape. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. They agreed to something. What else could it be? Brief look, a smile. They already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is I saw them on the bridge, Queen and Scarlet. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman. You told your accomplice to say it was a black cape. No, it was a red cape, I think. Have you forgotten? You're trying to confuse me. It was a red cape, I'm sure of it. Dark red. If you and your old friend can't agree on the color of the Queen's cape. Wait, I remember now. The Queen was in a black cape, yes. Countess Anise was in the red one. Did I forget to mention they were both there? You know, the Countess wouldn't let the Queen go anywhere alone. You're saying Countess Anise was there too? What? Clearly, we need to discuss this further, Sykes-Miller.
I think we're done here.
Well, that was a little bit of a Phoenix Wright moment. We had to eliminate any doubt at all. If there's even the smallest chance that Estella's telling the truth. She's not, but we need to hear Anise say she wasn't under the bridge. I'm sure I'd have sensed if there was some kind of Mesmer cover-up, don't you think? Doesn't matter. I'll know if the Countess is lying when we ask her. Let's go. Time to talk with Anise. God, this did turn into a game of Phoenix Wright, didn't it?
Absence of your orders. I've been occupying myself by planning the extermination
It's an illusion.
of this entire
I am elsewhere. Find me, and we shall talk.
Oh.
Here and there among the topiary.
Excuse me?
My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta. Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you. Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie. Faster than Vern's dignity.
Use Anise's evidence to silence the lying minister.
I finally realized my part in your misdirection. If you can hear me through your illusion.
And here comes the objection.
You again? I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed. What?
I imagine Countess Anise has to lie to cover up her presence at the bridge. It's her word against mine. Actually, Minister, it's several people's words against yours. What are you talking about? Has someone said they'd testify against me? We have witnesses who support Countess Anise's story. Traitors to the Ministry. Traitors! They'll find themselves in the streets soon. I doubt it. Queen has positions for those who are honest and honorable. There are those of us who see through the Ministry's lies, and our numbers are growing. Joy to prove, eh, Cass? Goodbye, Minister.
I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed this supposed meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyists that day.
Lobbyists? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so?
Don't mind the AoE.
Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards.
Ooh.
I'll be with you shortly. Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
You must visit more often. The party wouldn't have been nearly as much fun without you. The Queen sends her gratitude as well. She can now attend your summit. I'll be there as well, though. Incognito. That's wonderful news. I appreciate your support, Countess. If you have no objections, I believe I will keep dear Casimir with me for a while. We have much to talk about, don't we, Pat?
One last question. If you knew Estelle was guilty, why not just out her?
Put simply, I'm too close to the Queen for my claims to be believable with that support. I'd lose much if our dear Jenna was incarcerated, and the ministers know it. That's where you come in.
I understand. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Goodbye for now.
Nice gear.
Kind of getting up there on the amount of detritus in my inventory. Which, I mean, at this point, is actually a good segue for me to just kind of wrap up for the evening. I went a little overtime, actually. Whoops. I lost track of time. At least I'm not late for my other, events, so I will bring us back here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on the adventure for the evening. I certainly hope you've enjoyed your time, and as always, if you have, don't forget to follow along and spread the word. I always hope to grow the community, and I certainly hope it's been fun to watch me get down to brass tacks and figure out some very interesting facts about the upcoming expansion that I technically already did. You know, such as it is. I am on Twitter. I save my VODs up to YouTube for safekeeping, and I have a Discord server, as well as a co-host account. The links to all of those are in the bio under the stream, as well as the super convenient and super dense socials commands, which I will use presently. And there you have them, the links at your disposal. Finally, to those who chat, I appreciate you. To those who lurk, I appreciate you. And to those who watch the VODs, I appreciate you. And I certainly hope that I can see you here live someday, should the opportunity ever arise. Now, let's find somebody to raid for the evening. Make sure we pass that love forward. Ooh, Light's playing Dead Space. It might be the remake, though. It might be the remake. Ooh, Cinder's playing Terraria. Terraria is a fun game. I haven't played that in a while. You know, I may actually go that route. How long has Cinder been running? Oh, they're just starting. Cool. One. Hypers. There we go. All right, folks. There's the raid message. Feel free to copy it up and paste it down as we make our way over to Cinder. An all-around good bean playing some Terraria for the evening. If you don't have access to my emotes, feel free to use whatever you've got available to you. It's not about putting my face all over it. It's about spreading the love moving forward. So, the doors are opening, the portal is shining in the distance, and I'll say to you all once more, be you denizens, be you visitors, be you hunters, thank you once again for joining me this evening in Daemona Marina. Now let's go greet another, shall we? Take care out there, and try to be a light in the darkness when you can be.